Hello everybody, it's Tom. You're torn between the PS5 Pro and the PS5 Slim. Let's say you're looking at getting either, but you have a simple dilemma. Which one should you buy? While both consoles are very good, in my opinion, they are both quite different from one another. If I were to shorten this video, I'll say get the PS5 Slim if you want to save the money, but get the PS5 Pro if you have enough to spend. The thing is, that's kind of vague and it doesn't really get you anywhere. Instead, I'm gonna tell you to buy both. Just kidding. In today's video, however, I'm gonna tell you which console is the right one for you, but first, I have a little side quest for you. You see that like button and that subscribe button down below? Click on them. But if you're already subscribed, good on you. You're a good boy. Anyway, let's move on and talk about the PS5 Slim first. Now, we're going over this one first. The PS5 Slim is basically a regular PS5 but slim. Surprise, surprise. It's a smaller form factor, which is pretty great if you have very limited space. That being said, the PS5 Slim performs just as fine as the regular PS5. The PS5 Slim with the extra disk drive costs $499, practically $500, and it measures at basically 36 centimeters high, almost 10 centimeters wide, and almost 22 centimeters long. Now that's of course assuming the PS5 Slim is placed vertically. The vertical stand is sold separately too, by the way, just something you might want to know. For $500, I think the PS5 Slim is a pretty great console. You get a 1TB SSD and a disk drive. That's about it. But let's say you want to spend, and you can spend more, and you also want a little bit of future-proofing. Enter the PS5 Pro. Now this is basically a regular PS5 or PS5 Slim, but better. It's much more powerful, or is it? Now truth be told, I don't think there's a huge difference in performance that'll justify the price. The PS5 Pro is a good extra $200. $200 that you could spend on more games, or an extra monitor for whatever reason, or, just save the money. Anyway, the PS5 Pro for $700 does not come with a disk drive, but you can get one for it. You can't really use discs on this, but I know some people prefer having the ability to read discs and whatnot. I'm not gonna get into detail about why. Personally though, just in my opinion again, I think a disk drive is a good idea. For $700, 2 terabytes of storage and no disk drive doesn't really justify $200 extra, but it is what it is. Now compared to the PS5 Slim, the PS5 Pro measures 39 centimeters high, 9 centimeters wide, and 22 centimeters long. It's basically almost the same size as the PS5 Slim. So, where does that lead us? Do you get the PS5 Pro or the PS5 Slim? On a personal note, I'd just go with the PS5 Slim. It's more of a practical option for me. The additional disk drive is something that I'd really prefer to have, and I'm not really turned off by the 1TB SSD, because installing an extra SSD is a simple process, but I know some people might not be able to do that, or just don't have the time or can't be bothered with it, but it's whatever. Now, granted, if you get the PS5 Slim, you won't be able to game at the greatest graphics ever, but if you really want photorealism and great big wow graphics, you're honestly better off getting a PC instead. I mean, to be honest, with a PS5 Slim, I'd still be able to game in 4K at 120Hz, but if, and it's a very big if you really want to go big and spend as much as you can for a little bit of future-proofing and a slightly better GPU, for better graphics and ray tracing and whatnot, then just get the PS5 Pro. For an extra $200, you get more space, slightly better graphics, but similar performance. Doesn't really sound all that appealing, doesn't it? And I'm pretty sure if you're getting a console or a PS5 just because you want to play GTA 6, I'm willing to bet you'll get a similar performance regardless of whichever PS5 version you choose. Again, to make things simple and clear, the PS5 Slim is a great choice if you just want a console, and if you're looking for a little bit of, just a tiny bit of future-proofing, but a not-so-next-gen console anymore, then just get the PS5 Pro. You can check out those products below. I've placed links in the description, or you can scan these QR codes. It's Tom, and it's been great. Have an awesome day.